Anyway, Carrie is going to talk to us about some issues going on in New Mexico. Actually, everywhere along the southern border, but there's something special about New Mexico that Carrie's going to share.
In her home state.
New Mexico is special for a number of reasons.
Yes, we're very special. Yeah. So Matthew's going to put up the article here for me. A couple weeks ago, KOB, one of our local news stations here, reported that a New Mexico camp pauses plan to house migrant children. Well, it's really funny because they're showing these pictures of what kids are experiencing down at the border, and it's totally like crowded and all of this. And they say, oh, this camp is going to pause the plan to house these migrant children. Well, if you read it was 2,400 children that they were planning on housing. And if you read the article, it's not the camp that paused the plan, and it's indefinitely, by the way. It's the federal government who paused the plan. They put the kibosh on this whole thing. And there's no reason given, no explanation for why this is paused. Like, we're talking about, not only children on the border who are separated from their families, but it's now an overcrowding issue. And here you have a New Mexico camp who is planning on offering their services and their facilities to house some of the children, and the feds say no. And they don't give an explanation why.
Of course.
But I want to show you guys. So this place is called Glorietta, and Matthew's going to show you this is the camp. Glorietta.
Look at all those frowning children.
Oh my gosh. Talking about Leavenworth. Come on.
Right.
It looks totally overcrowded.
Is that a dungeon tower?
It's a dungeon tower.
Is that where they hang the kids upside down?
Yeah.
Look, they hang the children from their backs.
Oh no.
And then
those aren't real smiles. Those are Photoshop smiles.
They fling them across deep pools of infested water.
Deep fakes right here.
Infested of what? I don't know. But let me just tell you guys, this whole, that's way much better. Right there.
Way much better.
That's
better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's better than this.
They're protected by purple plastic tubing, 3 feet high.
I know.
Wow, it's really hard to make jokes about all of this. It really is, because
it's a coping mechanism. Stupidity. It's the only way to sort of make sense of this without being like you can be angry, which we should be, but it's also, I think it's just that sense of like, okay, we're gonna have to make jokes here, or we're gonna get too angry. I don't know.
My gosh.
Well, and here's the thing. Is the people who own this property, number one, it's private property and has been private property. It's not owned by the state. Number two, it's owned by evangelicals, white evangelicals. And three, it is a paradise. It is absolute heaven compared to the facilities that the feds are offering those kids down in, makeshift storage bins.
It's probably better than any federal facility.
Probably. But the point is you have, when Trump was in office, all the Democrats were screaming, all the liberal Christians were screaming about these kids on the border. And now we have a private Christian organization that has plenty of room to give these kids, a little piece of heaven while they're trying to figure out what to do with them. And the feds say no. And I totally think it was because the feds didn't want to be showed up by a bunch of Christians with some nice property.
Well, they just didn't want to be showed up at all.
No.
They have to maintain the illusion of their own superiority.
Yeah.
Both,
I have insight into this all that I will give to you later, but it is something that you need to be thinking about whenever you go through these stories.
Insight you're not going to share with us now?
Oh, he's going to share with us.
The end. That's called a tease. Come on. We're in broadcast here, Gary.
Yeah. And this broadcast is brought to you by
slapped by the patriarchy.
Matthew, don't you have your real copy?
This is not for resale. This is more valuable, Doug. This is what I'm telling you.
It's the rarer version.
I should sign it and make it worth 5 more cents.
It might decrease. Who knows?
No, this book is easy to read. You can see it's what 120 something pages, 126 pages, and that's if you read every page. You're probably not going to read the copyright page, so there you go. 125 pages, so it's easy. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Thank you. Oh, now you're out.
Eat this book.
Yeah. Eat that.
Eat this book.
Yeah.
No, it's $11.99 on Amazon. You can get it for $8 on Kindle, and it answers 102 questions about libertarians and Christianity. And they're tough questions. Some of them aren't as tough as others. Some of them are
and they're
really
short
tough.
answers.
Some like, do libertarians believe any and every government is illegitimate? Short answer, yes. Long answer, absolutely.
My favorite
one
answers.
I have
prostitution question.
Subtle.
Your favorite question is the prostitution question. And pretty soon, Carrie, people will get to hear our conversation about it.
I know.
Ooh,
it's going to be
soon
long.
We'll get to have a conversation about it.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have a conversation about prostitution and not have the resident patriarch about it.
Okay. And that's on the Libertarian Christian Podcast, which
we're going to have a round two with Matthew. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, we will. We'll be a teaser. Yep. No, if you really want to know more about the book, we do have a Libertarian Christian Podcast, and you can listen to us talk about the behind the scenes making of the book and some of the content. Like you can actually hear us answer some of the questions in more elaborate ways than what we wrote down in a succinct, here's what you can say to your friends sort of way.